It took them 3 months to figure out where your boy was hiding. They got me back. We're here. We're gonna go put some side skirts on. We're gonna put a lip on. We're going all out. Let's get stuck in. As always, here's all the stuff we're gonna need for today's install. We've got our side skirts. We've got our front lip. Now these are Rocket Bunny style front lip and side skirts. I got them from your boys over at JSI Aero, Sydney based, just performance part company. But when I say performance part, I mean aesthetic stuff. Located in Sydney, so if you need anything like lips, skirts, contact them. Great bunch of guys. They provide you with all the hardware that you're going to need. So here we have a nice little package for our hardware for our front lip. A nice little package that I've demolished for our side skirts. And all the stuff you need is in there. Next of all, second most important, cordless drill. Because like I said before, we're in 2017. Buy one. You need a 10mm socket bit. Just double check that the hardware that they give you, whatever size that is, get that bit. In my case, I also need a Phillips head bit because some of the screws in there are Phillips heads. If you live in the Stone Age, you've obviously got sockets. In saying that though, we do actually need one of these speed spanners if you're going to do it. Just because, you know, you want to go fast, you don't want to be slow. I mean, if you're going to use them, just get Neochrome ones. Like, how cool do they look? Get them. Anyway, 10mm or whatever size in them as well. We've got our trim removal tools. If you don't have trim removal tools, you can go ahead and use a flathead. This is for those nasty little pop clips that sit around the bottom of your car and all through your guards. The things that are rubbish, bane of my existence. So get your trim removal tools or just a nice big flathead screwdriver. We've got a little paint pen. I mean, this isn't a necessity, but if you go and get different hardware and it's quite big, maybe do a pilot hole before you go screwing into it, just so it's not, you know, you get a nice solid bite. That's where that'll come in handy. I'll show you how to do that later. I'm personally not going to drill because the hardware that they've given me, some of it's quite small, so we don't need to do a pilot hole. It'll be pointless. And then we've got some big clamps. I'm going to use these to hold the front lip on while I bolt it. Alternative to these, you can just have friends, but not all of us have that luxury. Not all of us have that luxury. Let's get to the install. Alright, so we're going to go put our front lip on first. So first thing we got to do is hop under the car, and we've got to go and remove you got to remove this bash bar. Alright, so under here we got 1, 2, 3, yeah, 3 I think they're 3 10mm bolts that we have to remove under here, and all these stupid little clips. Alright, so we got them screws out. Now it's time for these dumb clips. Alright, then off comes your bash bar thing. Alright, so what I went and did, I went and used my clamps just to mock up it going on, and damn boys, that's gonna look cool. You probably can't see it because it's so dark, but oh man. Alright, I'll show you what I've done with these friends of mine. So we've got one just there, just hooks over this plastic bit here Alright, we're back under. We've got our screws. Now, I do believe the best part about this is that some of those crappy little, these things, are getting replaced by a nice nut and bolt combo. We'll start off over here. Now we've got our washer on the outside that'll sit, there's a little indentation in there where you can whack that washer. So we'll just check that's going through a hole. Alright, that's going through. So we'll get our, I didn't bring the spanner down here with me. I'll be back. Okay. I'm gonna whack this over the top. See if we can see it. Ah, you can. The good part about these being nice and gold is that you can see them when they go under here. You can look through the little hole. So what we're gonna do is hold that there. I'm gonna get that to just bite. There we go. That's held in. Get our cordless. Real awkwardly. Now I'm not going to do this up tight for now, purely because I don't want to keep it here. I want it to be able to move around just so we can position it. So I'm going to go ahead and do all the other ones and I'll check back. Alright, I finally got all the screws in and the bolts. Now I'm just going to go tighten them all up. Whew. Oh, it's on. All right. Man, that looks cool. Shut up, dog. Oh. Nice. Time for the side skirts. All right. Let me go into getting these side skirts done for about an hour and a half now. It's not wanting to work with me. We got the front on fine. That worked perfectly. These might be a job for tomorrow.
The next day.
Alright, so we are back with day 2 of this install. Yesterday, front lip went on perfectly, no problems at all. But we ran into a lot of issues trying to put those side skirts on. First of all, I couldn't get the nut and bolt on the back. Just how there's 2 pieces of metal and you can't get in there to hold the nut. And that was the whole thing. So I moved on to the front. I got that front bolt and nut in. Eventually, it went on reasonably easy once I figured out how to do it. And then I went to put these screws in down the side, and what they'd given me were just way too thin and too long and didn't have any bite on them, and yeah, it wasn't good. So what we did, we went down to the local hardware store this morning and I picked up these. There you go. So what they're like a rivet nut. So you put that in the hole, you screw the screw through or bolt through, and then it pulls in and compresses up and pushes the 2 pieces together, similar to what a pop rivet does. So we'll use these, see if they're better. I have a feeling that they will be. We've just got to make the holes a little bit bigger on the car because they need to be 10 mil. So we're going to go ahead and jack up one side of the car and get one side done, and then hopefully it works and we'll do the other side. Let's go. Alright, so the car's all jacked up. on the stands. Right, so that is the hole we need to open up right there. So what we're going to do, we're going to get the drill, going to drill it through. Alright, well that went through easier than expected. It did tear it a little bit. Oh well. So then we get our, what we'll do, we'll get our little grommet, and that'll go into there. Well, you get the point. That'll go into there, and we'll screw that down. Alright. We may as well do the front as well in that case, and then we'll go from there. Cool. Alright, so another new discovery. I just went to try and fit this on the back, and I got the back one in fine. However, the hole at the back doesn't line up with the rest of it. So we're going to put the front one on first, and then work our way back from there. And we might have to drill another hole at the back. So what I'm going to do also is that the holes on here, or some of them at least, probably the front and the back one, I'm going to drill out to a 10mm hole as well. That way I can put this through there rather than having it sit up against the body and then the side skirt sitting up on the bottom of it like that. I found on the back that the screw wasn't long enough to get into the thread when I did that, and so you sort of had to pre-crush it. So we're going to go ahead and try and get the front on. I already screwed 10mm out on that hole at the front, so now we're just going to do it through the side skirt here. So what the problem I've just had then is the thread on this is now slightly too long, and it can't tighten down all the way. So what we're going to do, we're just going to grab a washer. Yeah. And we're going to sit it over the top. May need a couple. I don't know. Okay. And we're just going to try again. Look at that. Beautiful. That's not going anywhere. Nice. So all we have to do is put a washer on the outside and we're golden. Alright. We do have to drill a new hole at the back, so let's move down there and get that on. Alright, so we've moved to the back now. And this mud flap is slightly getting in the way. So what I think we're going to do is just it does have to go under. Yeah, we might just give it a few relief cuts through the back here and down here, just so it can bend around and, you know, still be working. Did anyone see where I put the scissors? Found them. Alright, once that's all on, they'll be happy. Cool. Alright, what we're going to do now, this in place where we want it, about here, we're just going to drill through this hole, if you can see it, with a mud flapper in the way. through. Alright, now we got that hole drilled. We're gonna whack our little hunch thing through. Alright, that's us in. Cool. Get a washer. Dead nut. This is the issue. We went a bit too tight, so it tore through. So we're just going to get another one and not go as tight. Once we think it's good and we can see it's not going to come off, that's when we stop. There we go. Perfect. Now what we have to do is probably one in the middle and we're golden. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for today's little install video. I say little, it went over 2 days. The whole thing could have been avoided. I realized at the end when I was putting this, when I finally got the side skirts on, you have to line up the front hole first, and then you realize that the hole at the back you have to drill another one anyway. So just follow the hole through the back of the side skirt and then through the bottom of the car, and then you can get a nut on the other side anyway. So we didn't need to go and buy that extra hardware. You can just use if you get them from JSI, what they give you. That's perfectly fine. If you want to go and get a set of these yourself, click the link for JSI down below. They got heaps of other stuff for 86s, S15s, I think like some Civics and stuff. They got most JDM sort of cars, they've got some stuff for you. If you enjoyed this video, guys, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and click subscribe, either bottom right hand corner of the video down below or my little face at the end. If you want to keep watching my stuff, guys, go ahead and just click one of the 2 videos at the end. Keep watching it, get those views up. I'd also like to get just 50 subs. We're 4 off, just share it around. I'm sure you've all got one mate that'll go, oh yeah, I'll give it a bloody sub. Just do that, get me to 50, I'll be so happy. Anyways, that's it for today. I don't know when I'll see you next. Hopefully soon when we got some more stuff to do or some stuff to talk about. But I'll see you then. Catch you next time.